What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Friday. And let me tell you, it's a big weekend. It's time for Coachella. This time of the year,
weekend
the celebrities, the weekend one, they crawl out of their holes. They're ready to go. They got their outfits ready.
Yep.
People can't stop talking. Oh my God, what are my outfits going to be? Da, 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 da. Well, I'm going to need somebody to do something fucking crazy at Coachella because I'm bored with what's happening in pop culture right now.
You're ready for something
I'm
crazy.
ready for some shebang to happen.
Yeah.
And we're going to need something to happen at Coachella. We're going to need exes to meet up. We're going to need them to be in the same room, videos. Remember Shawn Mendes and Camila Cabello randomly, they were seen together.
Yep.
Like, we need something like that.
You want something messy.
I want something
lighthearted and messy.
Both. Give it to me all. I want all the content from it. I want a little bit of lighthearted fun. The girls are having fun, whatever. And then we get Justin Bieber and Benny Blanco in the same room, and are they interacting?
Right.
You know?
Who's headlining again?
Good
I can't
question.
even fucking remember. That's how unrememberable it was.
It was. Right, because we were
unrememberable.
We were pretty let down by that.
It's Lady Gaga,
Oh, no, we
never
weren't
mind.
let down.
It was, but I think it was just her.
Green Day, Post Malone.
Yeah.
I was
We
only
were.
excited
Remember,
about
we
Lady
were like,
Gaga.
oh, we'd go for Gaga
For sure. And
Yeah.
is Gaga Friday
And
or
then
Sunday?
I bragged about
She's
already
Friday.
seeing Gaga at Coachella, which I'm doing again right now.
You little nasty little bitch.
You know
Wait,
what I listened to the
speaking
other day
of-
that
sorry.
reminded me? Sorry.
That's just an inside
tough.
look as to
That
us,
was tough.
as our daily
Yeah,
conversations.
that was tough.
Go ahead. What were you listening to?
Lord. Some
I saw
some
on your
early,
picks.
Yeah, Green Light is such a fucking good song. I've been listening to it on repeat again since. But that year I did go to Coachella. I also saw Lord, and it was maybe one of the best shows that I saw
Is
at
this just a brag fest?
Yeah, this is. Yep. I just wanted to bring
A
up how
humble brag
amazing
fest?
Lord was. And it was just more me being like, what's Lord up to? She had an album come out like in the last couple of years, but maybe another one would be cool.
That would be cool.
I love her. I think she's so great.
Oh my God. What was it? Tennis courts?
Yeah. What's the name of the song? Is that it?
Tennis courts?
Yeah, something called Royal Court? No,
tennis courts?
Royals.
Wait, that's the song you were trying to think of that whole time?
Yes.
No, but what's the song
Why
with
did you say
tennis,
tennis
court?
court?
I don't know.
She does have a song named Tennis Court.
Yeah, she has a song called
Oh,
Tennis
Tennis Courts.
Court, Lord.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I was thinking of tennis court, not
Okay.
Royals. I know
And
Royals.
you know Royals.
We all know Royals. I'll never be royal.
Every time
yeah.
you used to talk about anything like with the royal family on the podcast years and years ago, I would play that song into it.
Ah, the good
Yeah,
times. The good
yeah.
times.
Green Light. Ugh. Gosh, such a good song.
That is a good song.
Melodrama was a great album. Then she put out Solar Power in 2021. That's the last album she put out.
I got tricked on TikTok the other
It's been
day
years.
where I thought that Lord released new music.
Oh.
She didn't. Clearly, because we're talking about it right
Yeah,
now.
that's
but
disappointing.
no, she didn't. What I was going to say is we never talked about this during Summer House last week, and it reminded me because Summer House was last night. The way that Lexi ordered her dirty martini at the bar.
Filthy.
Like filthy,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
fucking dirty.
Yeah.
Like, I hate when people do that. I just want to
Yeah.
put that out there. And this is not like, I do feel bad for Lexi in some capacity on this show right now. And that's a topic for Summer House on Monday. I'm not like a Lexi hater.
Yeah.
But I meant to bring this up because it was like a TikTok thing for a little bit because of Kate Hudson. I was like, I want a filthy, dirty. But now people like actually do it in real life.
Yeah.
And I imagine the bartender or waiter or waitress being like, okay, I got it. You want an extra dirty martini? Got it.
Yeah.
And no need for the, whorish, slutty, filthy, doggy style martini. Like, it doesn't need to be described like that. Like, we understand what you want to drink.
I will say though that sometimes waiters sometimes that's what they do. Like, and then it's like a joke on their end. Because I will say, as a now self-categorized snobby martini drinker, that's how I used to order my martinis. Like, you're a martini novice, I think, if you are getting like a disgustingly dirty martini. You're just getting into the martini game. it's too strong. You want something. You want like that real. And some people really do just love like the very salty
why
taste.
can't we just say, hey, can I just get it extra dirty?
No,
why can't we just say? Why do we have to sexualize it?
But sometimes
that's what my question.
Well, a lot
is.
of times I'll say extra dirty, and they give it to me, and it's barely dirty.
Yeah, but it's just it
that's not
depends
the point
on
I'm
the
trying to
place.
make.
Yeah, it's not the point.
No, but like,
no.
I'm saying,
And
like, you have to, like,
listen,
really be like, I need it to.
Yeah, like I need it really,
No,
like
but-
I want it really dirty. But like listen, we all know I'm not somebody who shies away from a sexual joke or anything like that. But like you're in a public place, you're just like, yeah, like give it to me raw. Like it's like, all right.
I
Who
will
are you
say,
hanging out with?
I did have a waiter recently say, like, I ordered a dirty martini, and I think he made some comment back of like, how dirty, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like,
And
he
now we're
really
dirty talking at the table.
made it like
Yeah.
how dirty, and I had to be like, not that dirty.
Yeah, like actually, now if they want to play ball, that's fine. If you say, hey, I want extra dirty martini.
Sometimes they initiate.
Yeah,
it.
if they're initiating it
Right.
and they're like, well, how dirty do you want it?
Yeah.
Filthy. And you're like, oh, so whatever. Now we're
Right.
having a little banter.
Right.
But if it's an innocent waiter or waitress or bartender that is not trying to dirty talk with you at the table, there's no need for the extra commentary, the extra adjectives to describe the dirty martini.
That's fair.
You know?
That's fair.
God, just slut that martini up for me right now. Like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, anything else?
No.
You're getting married in 2 weeks.
I am. Wow, that is because today
It's
would
2
be-
weeks from
I
today.
know.
Yeah.
I get like more like I'm just ready for it to be here.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Like
You got everything done, ready to go.
everything's done. So I feel like I become more and more calm as the days go by because it's like feels more real.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like a couple months ago it like still felt but like now that everything's done, I'm like, ooh,
Yeah.
it's about to be here. I'm just excited.
Yeah. Do we want to, not the full details, but do we want to share what happened after we stopped doing voicemails on Monday?
Oh my God. Yes. Well, first of all, I wish we captured it on camera, but yes.
We like kind of did, but
We
kind
did.
of
We kind of didn't.
But kind of didn't. And then it was kind of weird. And then we left.
No, it was and then we got out of here. So when we stopped doing the voicemails and we talked about Fran said she had a boy name, we stopped and I was like, we have a boy name too. There's no way it could be the same one. It's such a random name. And then I think and Noah was like,
this is after the baby.
it was after the baby
for
voicemail,
context.
and someone was like, "You guys should say it at the same time."
Right.
And I was like, "No, there's no way it's gonna be like just go first."
I said it because, for context, if you didn't listen to Wednesdays, or if you have, we're talking about when we had a voicemail of like friends getting mad if somebody took a baby name, like whatever. And then we were just talking about it, and we had said, oh, it was like, oh, Joe and I have had a boy's name, but we haven't really shared it with anybody.
Yeah.
And you were like, wait, same. And
Same.
then I said, wait, let's say the name at the same time.
And I was like, there's no way it's going to be the same name. Just say it. Like, why won't you just say it? And then
So I did.
she said it, and it was the same name.
Yeah.
It was the same exact
Yep,
name.
same
like,
name.
Ria's jaw dropped like a cartoon.
Yeah.
No, like, because it's such a random name that
It really is.
Like, me and Fran talk 24/7.
Yeah.
We have never once brought this name up to each other.
No.
And it was the same exact name. And it kind of just freaked me out because it was like, wow, our brain, like we
have
really,
one brain.
No, we literally share a brain. And it's like, wow, we really are together
Yeah.
all the time. But then, don't call me a hero. I gave up the name. I was like, I will just not use it because listen, we're not planning on having children anytime soon. Neither of us.
Yeah.
But in years from now, in like a pregnant hormonal rage, if one of us is like finds out that the other one wants to use the name, like I want to avoid that at all costs.
We started joking. We were like, what if we just held on to this for years and neither of us had brought it up, and we've been like, no. I've had this name in my brain for 5 years.
and-
what do you mean?
And like we both have. So it was like, okay, well,
And we made so many jokes
made
during the episode
about if that was the case.
if we had the same name.
and we were like, there's no way we'd have the same name. And it was the same name.
the
But
same
I was like,
fucking
I
name.
would rather talk about this now. And I'm so glad, like, thank you to the person who called in. Because then I was like, listen, I'm going to take one for the team. You have the name.
Yeah.
Like, you have the name. Like, it's
you have
fun.
some other good options.
Yeah,
as well.
we like other names. So I'm like, let's just get out in front of it now. I promise you, you have the name. And we'll just move on from it. But I couldn't believe it was the same name.
Yeah, I know.
But then I just took it as like a compliment to both of us.
Yeah, I think exactly.
That we are like that connected.
Yeah.
Because that's insane.
Exactly.
And
we have great taste.
Yeah, we do.
We have
and then it was
fantastic
just
taste.
confirmation that like when you name, not that you would care
Yeah.
if I like liked your baby's name or not.
Yeah.
But you have confirmation that I'm like, that's a really cute name.
Yep.
Go for it.
Yep.
But it was just so far because it would just, I never thought in a million years that would be the case.
Neither did I.
But thank God this happened now
Yeah.
and not years from now.
Yeah.
Imagine years from now, both of us, not both of us, but one of us pregnant.
Yeah.
And we're like, that's the name,
I know.
but I never told you.
Yeah.
So that's a relief.
Crazy.
And now people are probably like, what is the name? They want to know
I
the
know.
name.
Well,
We're not going to say it. You're never going to know.
You're never going to know. Until one of us
until Fran pops out a boy. Because I gave up the name.
Yeah.
I gave it up. I've already grown attachment to other ones now.
I started spiraling too. I was like, oh my God, well, what if I don't even have any boys? And then the name goes to waste.
Yeah. Then it's like,
You never know. But
that's another
it's
thing.
a bridge we'll cross when we get to it.
And we were talking about it hypothetically. We're like, neither of us could never have any boys.
Yeah.
And whatever. But
and we also could not name our child the same thing. Like,
No.
like in the voice note,
we
and
said
still
that.
said
We
it.
could never name our child the
not.
same thing.
No.
That would be insane. No. It would be crazy. But I'm so relieved this happened now.
Yeah,
I'm glad we talked about it. It was like such a relief. I was like, oh my God, well, thank God this came up. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But
Crazy.
it was insane. It really was.
Couldn't believe it. We walked out of the room in disbelief.
Right. So if anybody wants to like ever question our compatibility or how much we're connected or how much we whatever, that's proof right there.
Yep.
Our brains literally are one.
They really
and
are.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's a scary place.
Oh boy. Some quick housekeeping as well. Guys, reminder, we've talked about it, but we're going to continue talking about it because we are so excited. Make sure you check out the tickets to Lady World. I know it's festival season is here.
Festival season is here.
So while you're in the mindset of festival season, don't forget Lady World is the festival to be at in Florida, September 26th to the 28th. Tons of amazing reality stars, podcasts will be there. Caitlin Bristow, Stassi, Ariana. Like, it's just going to be so much fun. The Lady Gang gals as well, of course. They are hosting the Lady World. Mm-hmm. Fun activities, activations, gifting, sweets. Like, we're going to have a blast. You can get your tickets at ladyworld.co.
Yes.
C-O. ladyworld.co. So make sure you check that out if you haven't already.
Yes, make sure you go do that. Get the tickets. We can't wait to see you there.
Yeah.
Gosh, I just want these 2 weeks to fly by. I'm not gonna lie. I
They're
really
going
would like to crawl in a hole.
They're going to because guess what? The last
24th.
year has flown by.
I know it has, but I would really like to just come back out on April 24th. You know, I want to like crawl in a hole and then like pop back out then.
Yeah, totally. The lead up of like
dinner.
it's a funky time these next couple weeks because you want to do nothing, but at the same time you want to stay busy because then when you're just kind of preparing, you're like, I kind of need something.
Right, I need something to distract my brain,
occupy my mind a little bit so that I'm not just like sitting and waiting because then time also just moves faster when you're busy.
Right, and I won't lie, like, so Matt's been away the past week for work, so like my brain has been sitting with it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay, I have nothing, like everything's done. I'm like a little bored at home. I'm like, all right, well, what do I do?
Yeah.
So then like I just start worrying about random things. Like I started like, which you were there when I brought this up to my parents and they were like, this is a ridiculous worry that you're having right now. But I was like, what if Luca starts crying in the middle of our vows?
I said, get that.
And they
get
were
that
like,
kid out of there.
They were like, well, Maria, do you want to uninvite him? And I was like, no, but like, I just, you worry about
They're like,
the
babies
silliest
cry
things.
sometimes,
Yeah,
Maria.
it is what it is. And then like you worry about, and like, it's a silly thing. I'm like, well, what if no one can hear us? And like, in the moment, I probably won't care about that, you know, like, and it'll move past it. But you just start thinking of like all these random things. But yeah, I just don't think I have anything else to do in the next 2 weeks. Like everything's done. So I guess that's where my brain is at, where I'm like, what can I do right now? But there is nothing to do because we finished it all.
Yep.
So yeah, but another thing is I want to crawl in a hole because I would really love to not wear makeup for the next 2 weeks, but not possible when you're on camera every day, you know, and then you see yourself. Like, listen, I actually love myself with no makeup. I really do. Like when I look in the mirror and I'm not wearing makeup, I got no issues. I like what I see. I don't like what I see on the camera when I'm not wearing makeup because of the harsh studio lighting the way that the cameras and the lighting like shine on your face makes the no makeup look different than how it does in real life, in my personal opinion. I think it comes across way different, where if you were to see me in real life versus the camera, like, you got the light, the camera, it's different. So I'm just like, do I just suck it up and
just say fuck it? And
do I just say fuck it? And I'm like, I don't give a shit what I look like on camera. I could do that too.
It's just for a span, it's
just for 1 week,
short
next
term.
week.
Yeah.
Because
it
I'm
would
like,
really only be for 1 week.
Yeah, I would really love to just not wear makeup at all next week. You know, I'd love to let my skin breathe and really be the best it possibly could be for that day. But although at the same time, I know Hailey will do her magic on the makeup, and if my skin's not right, then she'll make it work and she'll make it look lovely. Oh my God, I played a prank on Hailey yesterday, but she didn't fall for it.
Yes, you told me and then you didn't send me.
I know.
I saw the results on your story, but you didn't send them to me.
I forgot to follow up. So I got a haircut yesterday. You can't tell.
You can't.
I cut off like
your
2
hair
inches.
looks amazing, but I would
can't tell
like
that I got a haircut.
I would never have been like, Ria got a haircut.
No, I'm touching it up on next week to get some highlights put in. Not crazy, like I'm not going like super blonde or anything, but just like
I was
a little.
gonna say you don't need to.
It's just a blend. Like it's a hairstylist thing where my hairstylist was like, I need to blend it out, like something we probably wouldn't notice. She's like, we have to blend this out. And just like these are all just, I haven't colored my hair since January.
From the sun.
So these are all sun highlights, and I haven't colored my hair since January. So she's like, I need to blend it like in a professional way.
Right.
I'm happy for her to do, of course. But I got my haircut yesterday, and I like I said, I've been bored. I was fucking around with Hailey, and I texted her that I wanted to do the after ceremony haircut that I've been seeing on TikTok. And she didn't answer for like an hour. Like I was like, she must be like, Ria is losing her mind right now. What do you mean? And I'm so happy. It was actually a real test of loyalty, because she texted back and was like, I don't know. And I was like, that was a really good response, because if you told me to do it, I'd question some things.
That's a good friendship test.
Nobody has ever told me to cut my hair.
No.
So if she told me to do it, I'd be like, meh.
No, if you were like, I'm going full Bob for the reception, and any one of us was like, oh my God, great idea.
No.
Bad friend.
That would be sabotage.
Bad friend.
You guys would be
sabotaged.
really sabotaging
It'd actually be sabotaging.
That'd be fucked up. That would be true
We'd be
sabotage.
like, you know what? She's going to look too pretty at her wedding. Let's knock her down a couple bits. Let's make her cut her hair.
Let's cut her hair off after the ceremony. No, but I was cracking up. I was just making myself laugh. Speaking of sabotage, anybody want to stop sending me sweets?
Oh.
To my where I live, to my home,
and by proxy me.
Then also sending them to Francesca.
By proxy me, because it appears what you get, I get too. I'm like, come on.
Listen, we get this is why we're matching. Our brains are the same. We get the same things. Now we're getting all the sweets, and I fucking love nice treats. But 2 weeks before my wedding, Maria's been trying to lock in. Okay, Maria's been locked in for a while.
Yeah.
Don't let Maria go downhill 2 weeks before her wedding, okay? Yeah. I shoved 3 cookies in my mouth before this podcast started. I couldn't help myself.
They're so fucking
because
good,
the willpower is going out the window. I only have a little bit left in me.
Yeah.
And it's going out the window in these very last moments, okay? With these 2 weeks left. But I'm so close.
Yeah.
I'm so close. And I love everything in moderation. Don't get me wrong. I'm not somebody who's like, don't eat the sweets, da-da-da. But like, when I'm shoving 3 cookies in my mouth at a time... No, we can't have that.
By the way, they're minis.
They're minis, but
just for clarification.
It's also a skin thing. Like, I'm not even just talking about it from like a weight perspective or anything like that. It's
sugar
a skin thing. Like, I've been told, like try to lay off like a lot of the sugar like 2 weeks before because your skin. And here I am, like
honestly,
shoving it in my
Melissa
mouth.
Gorga's sabotaging you.
Melissa Gorga, she sabotaged me by sending her coffee cake.
She sent this sprinkle cookie crumb cake that... Oh my God. I almost threw it across the room. It was so good. Like I cut into that bad boy.
It's delicious.
And was like, what the fuck is this sorcery?
It was. And you know what? She started off the message to me by saying, your pictures have been looking gorgeous. It was like, your pictures have been looking too gorgeous. Here's a crumb cake, coffee cake with sprinkles, and a ginormous cake 2 weeks before your wedding for you to eat because you've been looking too damn good.
It was ginormous.
Sabotage.
And my God, it tasted so.
It is
so good.
So
if you're in the market,
I still have it.
Let me tell you, if you've been dabbling with the idea of trying Melissa Gorga's sprinkles company that she's got, let's sprinkle, Melissa Gorga. Do it.
Do it.
It is so good. You know what? Bring one to Easter.
Wait, I'm bringing one to Easter for Aunt Debbie.
Oh my God, she's gonna love that. Bring one to Easter because holy moly, will it be a smash hit? It is so good.
It's so good, and it is an Easter kind of cake. It has the sprinkles in it and stuff.
It's like a funfetti crumb cake.
It's unbelievable.
It's just
it knocked
my socks off.
All in all, though, I'm just kidding around. I enjoy all the treats.
Oh, it's been a delight.
It is really a delight.
It has been an absolute delight.
It is a delight.
I love a good cookie.
Same. So good.
It might be my number one.
Yeah. I just want 2 weeks to go
by.
You
know the TikTok trend now?
Look at me. Like, I'm just like, I just want to come. Come here.
You know the TikTok trend now that's, people are opening their mouth for how much they like the different treats and whatnot.
Yeah, I do it in response while I'm watching.
So do I.
I just
every
follow
time.
along. I'm like,
every time I'm like, I think chocolate chip cookie might be my number one.
Yeah, we should do these trends more often together.
Yeah, we should.
It's like we're never thinking about
Why not?
We're not thinking about doing the trends together.
No.
You know?
We just watch them.
We just watch and talk about it, but we never think about doing them.
I know.
We should partake in the trends.
We should.
Did you see the alcohol one people are doing now too?
Yeah.
Mimosa.
Yeah. Yep. I like the ones where people are laying in bed and they open their eyes and look at each other.
When this trend first started, I legitimately fell out of my chair laughing at the first one I saw that was like waking up with how much I like desserts. And this girl was just doing like how much she wakes up out of her bed. And like I was like, when you see something, you're like, that's funny. Like you've never seen it done before. You're like, that one hit.
That's a good one.
That was funny.
Yep.
All right, let's get into the rest of the topics for today. We're going to be talking about Justin Bieber yet again. It feels like his name has been brought up on every single episode.
Yeah. More than
past years.
It's been years.
His name has been brought up more in 2025 than we ever have in 2024. Just in the first 3 months of 2024.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean 2025. Getting all my years mixed up.
What year is it?
Yeah. Khloé Kardashian is not happy with the Lamar Odom sex doll that looks like Khloé Kardashian. Lots of rumors and speculation around Walton, Goggins, and Aimee Lou Wood.
Yeah.
And Saturday Night Live.
Going to London.
They're going to London, which I am shocked it took this long. Like, truly?
Are you from England?
Like, why from now? Why now? Why from now?
Yeah.
Like, why did it take this long? But it's going to be hilarious.
It's a good question. Why it took this long?
Why this long?
50 seasons.
Yeah, you know what? All the stuff that the U.S. has stolen from them.
Yeah.
The TV shows, Traitors, Love Island.
Right.
The Office. So many things. And yet, this is the first time.
Yeah.
And we have a great game of trivia. So, let's get into it.
They don't make it easy to buy concert tickets these days. You got to sign up for the pre-sale, get into the queue, and by the time you get through, the best seats are gone. Going to a concert should be about the show itself, not waiting in a virtual line. Lucky for us, we have Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. Game Time makes getting tickets faster and easier for everyone. Prices on the app actually go down the closer it gets to showtime. Plus, on April 22nd for Earth Day, when you select and purchase a super deal, Game Time will plant a tree with the proceeds. I have been eyeing tickets. You guys know we got some great concerts coming this summer. I got them circled on the calendar. Gracie Abrams, the Jonas Brothers in August. I'm monitoring those tickets to make sure that I find the best deals. So what are you waiting for? It is time to buy those tickets now with Game Time. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code CHICKS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHICKS for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time.
Justin Bieber, clearly not happy with the paparazzi.
No.
He was yelling at them.
These guys.
And I can't decide. Do you think the Biebers...
I'm going to interrupt you because you have one hair.
Do I have crumbs in my hair?
No. It's one, it's like one hair is just sticking out there.
Oh, thank you very much. It's hard to manage.
Well, when you just have so much hair in your head.
A lot of hair on my head.
You do have a lot of hair in your head.
You know, sometimes it goes in all different directions.
Yeah.
But thank you very much.
Of course.
The Biebers, are they calling the paparazzi on themselves, or are they just following them?
No way. Unless Hailey is like, no shot.
Did you see?
No shot. Justin's like going, money. You guys just want the money.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong. It's their job. It is how they make money.
Yeah, we do.
And he's going, you don't care about human beings, and to be the person that is always being followed and photographed has to be incredibly tough.
For sure.
And he hates it. So fair. And yeah, he gave these guys a little piece of his mind.
It's not the first time he's done it.
No,
he's clearly fed up with it.
Won't be the last.
It won't be the last. He's clearly fed up with it, as anybody would be if they were being followed 24/7. But did you see the pictures? Not to now go to the paparazzi pictures, but did you see the pictures of Hailey driving him and his friends around at Coachella?
Yeah.
In the like golf cart thing?
Yeah.
No.
They're going to have quite the weekend.
I mean, she's just driving him and his friends around. Do you think she offered? Do you think he's like, hey, you drive. You're driving me and my friends around?
No, I'm sure she offered.
Mm-hmm. Maybe she was like, I don't. She's like, let me just drive you guys. Like, I don't want to be part of this.
Yeah.
I'll just sit in the front and drive you guys.
Yeah, it's just at this point, it's tough because if he's at Coachella, and first of all, he's in, it's Coachella weekend. The paparazzi are everywhere there now for the weekend because they're trying to snap all the celebs that are going to be there. But all you care about is money.
They are. They're money hungry and they're trying to get the shot, and they keep doing it. Actually, they keep getting shots of them.
Yeah,
it is fucked up, but it also is like how they make their living. So it's like it's tough to yell like all you want is money, where it's like they wouldn't be doing that if they weren't getting paid.
Yeah,
right. But he's kind of just like, why is that your profession?
Right.
Why are you choosing that to be your profession?
Yeah, it's coming from a morality.
Like
place
you're signing up to just stalk celebrities.
Yeah.
It's probably, it's lucrative.
Yeah,
Clearly.
That's why they're doing it.
That's why he's saying all you care about is money.
all you care about is money. Yeah. It's like, I'm literally begging you to leave me alone and you won't do it.
Mm-hmm. I'm finding exactly where you are at all times to take your picture.
And there are other celebrities that are happy to have their photo taken, But Justin's like,
J-Lo.
I am literally begging you to stop taking my
it's
picture.
the Kim Kardashian school. Like, that's how she started calling the paparazzi on herself so that she would get famous. Paris Hilton, the same thing.
And it has many still do it.
Some sign up for it, some don't want anything to do with it. And I think Justin Bieber has said time and time again that he does not want anything to do with it. But they're going to find him. They will find him.
He also posted that Stevie Wonder never answers his FaceTimes.
Did you think he used a poor choice of words?
Yeah, I couldn't tell if he
said never sees his FaceTime.
Yeah, he said he never sees
his FaceTimes.
My FaCimes.
And I thought, am I
that
just
the
thinking?
Joke? Was he trying to make a joke?
Am I just thinking that this is a poor choice of words?
Right.
Or
is he trying to say that? I think he would have changed it because he would have said. I mean,
he said this fool never sees my face.
Yeah, this fool never sees my face.
And then I felt bad. I was like, that my brain immediately went to like, Stevie Wonder is blind and he's writing C's. But then I'm like, is Justin doing that on purpose?
Right. Justin has certainly put his foot in his mouth many a time before, so I wouldn't be shocked, but I also wouldn't be shocked if it was intentional.
Yeah.
In the sense of, there's so many things you could write.
So many. He never answers
He
my
never
FaceTimes.
answers my FaceTimes. Never,
would probably be the choice.
Calls, all these things that he's trying to FaceTime.
But he
Stevie
never
Wonder.
sees my FaceTimes. I thought it was just a weird choice of words, Justin.
Kind of looked like he was laughing in the
screenshot.
screenshot.
Right. He's up to no good.
He is.
His shit's getting sus out here.
He is.
What else is new with him? As Justin would say.
What else is new with him, though,
That's words from Justin himself. Yeah. Moving on. Khloé Kardashian not happy with Lamar's sex doll that took a liking to Khloé, a looking alike, not a liking, but it looks like Khloé. And you know what? I would have the same reaction as her. Yeah. I'd be like, oh, that really looks like me.
Yeah, she said it in the Kardashians episode, and she wasn't like, oh, I'm mad, but she was like, yeah, it's a little weird and gross. And she also said, slightly demonic was the word she used.
I agree with her.
Yeah. And it's also fair to say she was like, look, it just shows how separate our worlds are right now. Like how much we have distanced ourselves from each other. And she was like, yeah, I think it's weird and gross.
He's a real sex fiend.
Good way to describe it. Weird and gross.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a weird move for sure when you're that fixated on somebody that you make a whole sex doll out of their person. And not only is it not just fantasy, it is your ex.
It's your ex that you have hurt deeply.
Yes.
And now you're still benefiting in some way.
Right. You're just,
and it's bizarre.
You're just going to bed with Khloé in a different type of way.
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's weird. It's
no,
icky.
it is. It does.
The exact definition of icky.
It makes it go, ooh.
Right. Chills down my spine. Yeah. I don't like it.
Ooh.
Yes.
Every time you see them talking about it, you're like, oh. And she found out about it on the internet just like everybody else.
Yeah. You don't want to find out about something like that.
No.
You don't ever want to hear about something like that. Like if Lamar had that, you want him to keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
And have nobody ever know that he has a sex doll that looks like Khloé.
It has been, speaking of just that the news has been, kind of slow in the celebrity world. They've really haven't done anything too crazy in a while.
Sometimes I wonder if they keep it in because they know that now people, like if they'll lose viewer for the reality show because they know if people know everything that happened that maybe they won't be tuning in, or if they really have just been laying low.
Yeah, I do think, as far as Kim goes, I think she's been dealing with a lot.
Yes.
As of late when it comes to the father of her children, he must not be named.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, completely understandable. But for everybody else, it really feels like they've all moved into a space that they're just trying to live their life and not, because there was definitely obviously a time when something was happening every few months, something crazy was happening with one of them. And it was always making news. I think that a lot of it was intentional, making news. And now that they have reached the status that they're at, it's like, okay, we can kind of maybe lay low a little bit here. Or Khloé's like, I'm just trying to live my life. We know Kourtney is.
For sure. Kourtney's like, hey, if I can never, ever be seen on camera ever again.
Right. And honestly, same with Kendall and Kylie. So
here's the thing. Like, I want to see Rob. And I know Rob doesn't want to be seen, but I want to see Rob.
Yeah.
I had this thought yesterday where I was like, damn, like Rob, he really does a good job at not being seen. But how? How does he go so unseen? Nobody ever grabs a photograph of him.
Right.
Now I sound like the paparazzo.
No, but that's a good way to think about it when you see people that are like, oh, it just goes to show that if you don't want to be seen, it is possible.
For sure. 100%. He's part of the most famous family.
Right.
And yet nobody ever sees him.
And
it's not like he has to leave his house.
He has to, but I really don't think he's out and about that much.
No, but sure he leaves sometimes.
No, of course.
You don't ever just not leave your home.
No, I would hope he does.
I hope he gets out.
I would hope he does.
Right?
Because that would be sad if it was.
It would be.
The other situation.
For sure. But I think you're right. I think if you don't want to be seen, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
For some people. I think maybe the Biebers, they can't avoid it.
Look, Kylie did it for an entire pregnancy.
That is a great point. 9 months.
She
did that shit for 9 months.
She locked that up for a while.
That is a long time.
And even still, it was like barely just a tiny smidge towards the end that it was like, I think she got seen on like a freaking helicopter or something.
Yeah.
Paparazzi.
Damn.
So
that's a great point. So it could happen.
Yeah,
but if you're in public, if you're in like very popular places, it's probably a little bit hard.
Has to be. Yeah, Rob's not going to Coachella.
No, God, no. That would be like his biggest nightmare, I assume. Mm-hmm. Moving on to Walton Goggins and Aimee Lou Wood. So I am choosing to ignore all of this. I am choosing to ignore it all and not feed into it.
Yeah,
because I just want there to be something we enjoy without this messiness attached to it. Now, I did say at the beginning of this podcast that I want something messy to happen at Coachella, and I do. But with Walton Goggins and Aimee Lou Wood, I just want to believe that they had a pure friendship on the set of The White Lotus, and they connected through their characters, and that was that. I don't want to lean into Walton Goggins and Aimee Lou Wood unfollowed each other before the season even started, and they were so close, and now they're not, and they're not seeing interviews together, and this, that, the other thing. What happened between the two of them? That is starting to upset me. It's starting to upset me. I want to believe that they, like the way that Walton Goggins talks about Aimee Lou Wood, he's always like, I admire her as a person. I love her. Like I deeply, like all these really wonderful things about her. Right. But you don't hear Aimee Lou Wood saying much about Walton Goggins. I mean, you've seen them say how close they were to each other while filming and all that, but you haven't seen them together since.
Right.
And of course that has the internet going wild. They're coming up with all these rumors. Oh, they definitely had an affair. Which I think is really dangerous to just throw out there.
Yeah.
Because Walton Goggins is married and Aimee Lou Wood probably doesn't want to be thrown into these like affair rumors that are literally coming out of nowhere just because they don't follow each other on Instagram. So I'm like, what the hell? Why are we just
think they're blocked?
I know they think they blocked each other, but like
all the old comments aren't there anymore.
His spiritual account still follows and likes her stuff. She still follows Goggins goggles. I'm trying. I know. I'm trying not to read into it.
It just doesn't make any sense to me. Why unfollow each other then?
I don't know. Maybe they were trying to lean into their parts. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe they got. I mean, listen, the cast of White Lotus has said.
It's just the things that they've said about each other. It was just like.
Was kind of lovely.
This comment, a comment's been going viral from August 2024, where Walton had commented, "You are the brightest light in every room. A human's human. Miss you," with 2 fox emojis. Like, what went wrong? What happened?
I don't know. I don't know what happened, and I'm just choosing to believe that nothing happened, and this is just some weird social media thing. I'm thinking though, the cast of the White Lotus said that they all lost their mind a little bit in Thailand.
Yeah.
And I mean, 7 months, they all began to lose themselves. I'm thinking maybe they had to have some separation.
Right.
They thought, listen, I can't, like, I don't even want to see your fucking face anymore. We have to unfollow each other. Like, maybe they reached that point where they were like, we need some separation from each other.
Maybe somebody crossed the line. Who knows? When they both posted tributes to their characters, and they like talked about the characters themselves, but not the people.
Walton Goggins talked about Aimee Lou in his caption. He said, "Aimee Lou, you like, thank you so much. I loved going on this journey with you." He did write her in his caption, but he didn't tag her. But he did write Aimee Lou.
Tag her. Yeah, I forgot it was a long caption he wrote.
So he did acknowledge her
for being my partner, a journey I will never forget. And she kept hers very simple, with just a picture of like the R and the C.
And then it was a little bit of a back and forth of where he kept saying that this was a love story, like a love story through and through. And then Aimee was like, this is not a love story. But then she corrected it and was like, it's all of it. It's both. It is a love story and not a love story. And they're both crazy. Because then people started saying like, well, he was saying it's a love story and she's not agreeing with that. Maybe that's why they're fighting. Now they're fighting about their characters. And Aimee talked about how she was like really okay with the ending while they were filming it. And then as time has sat and she's watched it back and time's gone on, she's rethought about it and it was like not so okay with it. So maybe the lines are being blurred between character and real life person. And it's causing a little conflict in the brain and heart as to how she should feel. And they kind of separated their lives from each other because it got too interconnected.
Right.
It became too Chelsea and Rick.
It got too much. It became
too
much
and less Aimee and Walton.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It's for somebody who said they wanted to pay no attention to it. I've paid a ton of attention to it. I'll be honest.
Well, you got to run through.
I paid a ton of attention to it.
You're running through every scenario because you just don't want it to be that something tore them apart.
No.
You know?
No.
When it seemed like there was so much love and respect for each other.
And I love her so much.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh my God. I'm obsessed with her. But I also love Walton Goggins. So I don't want to believe anything negative about the two of them. I mean, Walton Goggins could not be hotter in the street right now. He couldn't be. It's true. He's on fire.
Last episode of Gemstones was so fucking funny.
I just keep seeing clips from it and I'm like,
oh my God.
I need Matt to get home so we can catch up on all these TV.
It was like the funniest thing I've ever seen. Baby Billy wanted to greenlight a show that he wrote, a pilot about teen Jesus in living life in Nazareth and just like what it was like for him, but like a teen drama television show, but it's about Jesus.
That's incredible.
And he called it Teen Jizz.
That's amazing. You know who's a hear me out?
Walton Goggins.
No, he's not even a hear me out.
No, he's not
just
now, right?
An openly like.
Yeah. I was gonna say he probably was.
He probably
like
was.
Pre-White Lotus, you'd probably have him in there for Baby Billy.
Baby Billy's a hear me out.
Yeah,
like his character, Baby Billy.
Yeah.
Is a hear me out. Walton Goggins is not a hear me out. He's just like a hear me.
Hear me roar.
Yeah, but Baby Billy is a hear me out.
Yeah, that's fair.
And speaking of hear me outs, while we're here, are we going to address that Woody Harrelson was supposed to play Walton Goggins' part?
Right. We didn't talk about that the other day.
like all I could imagine was me playing Chelsea and Woody Harrelson playing Rick.
Honestly, it's just like that. Just Rick and Chelsea in a different font.
It's me and Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Wow.
Mini skirts are having a huge moment. I personally love a mini skirt or a mini skirt because I feel like it can go for day or night. During the day, you can maybe throw it on with some sandals or sneakers. Maybe at night, you throw on a high pair of boots with it, a nice big jacket. I love it. Skirts, they can be styled in so many different ways. The A&F Scarlet Skirt is their bestseller. I have the A&F Scarlet Skirt and I absolutely love it. I actually have it in multiple colors. And the classic silhouette goes with any top and any plan. The new A&F Sienna Skirt is flirty and feminine, and it has main character in a rom-com, which we all would love to be and pretend to be every single day. Or maybe you're prepping for summer trips. I know I'm prepping for my honeymoon coming up, and I have a ton of dresses from Abercrombie that I cannot wait to pack in my suitcase, that I cannot wait to flaunt over in Europe on my honeymoon. I absolutely can't wait. And of course, the YPB, Abercrombie's active brand. I love working out in the YPB brand. I think it's so comfortable, it's flexible, so many different options, colors. It's fantastic. Right now, Abercrombie's dresses and shirts event is live. Like I said, I got a ton of new dresses and I cannot wait to wear them. They are so cute, so comfortable, a mix of flirty, sexy. I absolutely love them. They're valid in stores and online through April 14th, 2025 in US and Canada and excludes clearance. Online price reflects discount and you can use code AFCHICKS at checkout for an extra 15% off almost everything through April 14th. In stores and online in US and Canada, exclusions apply and you can see details online.
Yeah, apparently, what was it? Scheduling?
Well, okay,
so they said.
I really question, listen, it's like he apparently went to all the higher ups about pay because everybody on White Lotus gets paid the same $40,000. He went to all the higher ups. He couldn't get it changed.
Episode.
Yeah, an episode. Sorry. And then he went to them. He couldn't get it changed. And then he apparently had a family vacation that was scheduled for the same time that he didn't want to move, and so it was scheduling. He did visit
He would have moved that family vacation if he got more money.
That's what I think. And that makes me unhappy with Woody Harrelson.
Yeah.
And he did visit the second season set of White Lotus. So it was clear like it was in the works of Woody Harrelson of being on White Lotus. Now that it's been revealed that he was supposed to be Rick, I don't think he can come in for season 4.
No.
I don't think Woody Harrelson can now ever be in the White Lotus because it was revealed that he was supposed to be. It's the tainted view.
Yeah, it's tainted
because you want to be surprised by the cast.
Yeah.
And now that we know that he was going to be Rick and it wasn't, whatever, I think best case scenario, because I think Walton Goggins was Rick. Like, I think he owned that part. He crushed it. And things are meant to be for a reason.
Right.
And there was a reason he wasn't.
How many people can they nominate per show?
I think
it's endless.
Yeah.
Speaking of, Hacks is back this weekend. Sorry, that just came out of nowhere. But I just think of nominations.
No, I'm like midway through season 2, so I'm getting there.
Hacks is back.
With what? Oh, I said how many?
No, you were speaking.
It was me.
Your turn.
Could they all get nominated? You know. Would they take over the whole category?
3, I feel like.
There has been, but I almost think there could be more.
Who do you think has the most likely? I think
I just saw an
Walton Goggins.
I think Walton Goggins.
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
I think
Patrick.
I think Carrie Coon.
I think Carrie Coon. I think Parker Posey.
Parker Posey for sure.
Jason Isaacs may sneak in there just because he's Jason Isaacs. Aimee Lee Wood.
Aimee Lee Wood for sure.
Yeah.
I think those are all the top.
Those are my tops.
3 guys, 3 girls we need, right? Patrick
We
Schwarzenegger, Walton Goggins, and
have you seen all the...
Who was the Jason Isaacs? And then Carrie Coon, Parker Posey, and Aimee Lee Wood. 3 and 3.
Because Jason Isaacs has been like alluding to like all this drama on set and stuff, and people are like, they just ask him like, how was Thailand? And then they do the meme of like, my sister was like that whole thing. Because he goes on this whole thing where it's like, what happened?
Yeah. Well, we talked about that last episode. We said we think Jason Isaacs is the problem.
Right.
Potentially. Yeah. Or maybe not. Yeah. Maybe he's just calling out all the bullshit.
Also, I didn't realize that did you see I don't know the name of the actress who played the daughter.
Sarah Catherine Hook.
I didn't realize that it was like not just like a one scene she lost her virginity to that guy. It was like a whole storyline where she said there were like 7+ long scenes. Like
I mean,
the
it
whole
makes
season
sense.
that
Like
they,
she wouldn't just
cut.
randomly lose her virginity to him.
Yeah.
Like
She
they
was
would
like,
have to
I
have.
hope he releases it like as a short film.
They
or
would have to
something.
have some sort of build up between the two of them.
Would have made absolutely no sense. This Variety article says the entire cast plans to once again enter the supporting actor/actress categories, although it's possible that could change as some stars feel a bit more lead-worthy than others. This is for this year's Emmys. The TV Academy won't determine how many slots there will be in the supporting drama actor/actress categories until the number of submissions are tallied, but it's leaning toward 8. As a reminder, the 2023 Emmys, the last time the White Lotus was eligible, 9 actors landed nominations. Jennifer Coolidge, who won, Megan Fahey, Sabrina Imperatori, Aubrey Plaza, Sona Tabasco, F. Murray Abraham, Michael Imperioli, Theo James, and Will Sharp. Was a lot.
Yeah, I think
drama races. This is a lot. The drama race is hands down the most difficult to predict this year, with the White Lotus vying for nominations against The Last of Us, Severance, The Pitt, Paradise, Andor, Landman, among other many big players. Nominations won't be announced until July 15th.
Damn. Well, I think that they're a stacked cast, and a lot of them will be included. If I had to guess,
the Variety has Carrie Coon. They make a case for basically everybody.
I might do a rewatch of season 2.
Yeah. Oh, the White Lotus?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking that the other day too. I would not be surprised. But yeah, Sam Rockwell could even.
He could just for his monologue
literally
alone.
just from that one scene.
You're right. He could. That happens sometimes with shows and actors where they just have one scene.
Just like, and he really took over that. So that's definitely possible too. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm glad we ended up in this conversation all because we said Baby Billy's. Hear me out.
Yeah. Well,
I can't. I mean, me and Woody Harrelson as Chelsea and Rick is just a hilarious. Like now, I'm just picturing that visual. It's making me laugh in my head.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right, last topic. Saturday Night Live is going to London. They're going to be creating their own version of Saturday Night Live. And I can't believe it's taken them this long. I really can't, because it feels like with British humor that this would be sort of a no-brainer. And I'm sure that they have had
the idea
sketch comedy shows in the past that we're not aware of because we don't live there. I'm sure there are plenty that we don't know. But to have like kind of the exact sort of formula, I feel like it's a long time coming. I think it's probably going to be hilarious.
Right. They announced on Thursday that it plans to launch a British version of the US sketch comedy show. The UK version, produced by Sky Studios, will have a British cast of comedians to be announced later and follow the same format with famous guest hosts and star musical acts. So I mean, they're really just doing the same show, just British. SNL creator Lorne Michaels will be the executive producer of Saturday Night UK while staying in the same role with the show on NBC in New York. For over 50 years, SNL has held a unique position in TV and in our collective culture, reflecting and creating the global conversation, all under the masterful comedic guidance of Lorne Michaels, said the CEO of Sky Studios. We are thrilled to be partnering with Lorne and the SNL team to bring an all-British version of the show to UK audiences next year, all live from London on Saturday night.
That's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sure that's going to be spectacular.
I think it's going to be great. It's going to be really funny.
Very funny.
We love British humor.
They're going to say cunt
They
a bunch.
won't. Yeah, they're not going to shy away from topics.
No, they won't.
They'll probably make fun of America a lot.
They 100% are going to make fun of America a ton.
They're going to make fun of America a lot.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think it'll be good. I'm excited for that.
I think it's going to be hilarious, and I can't believe it's taken this long. Truly.
I just got, sometimes when because I was reading the article on my phone.
I keep doing this thing with my mouth while I'm doing like a blowfish.
No, I'm having an issue too because I'm trying not to complain again about my Invisalign, but it's
and I'm wondering if I'm just picking it up from you. I'm wondering if I'm making mouth movements because you're, and I'm like, why do I keep doing that?
You might just be mirroring me because I'm like trying to like talk without my bottom lip like touching.
I feel like I am mirroring. Yeah. I'm like, why am I making these mouth movements? Sorry.
I keep shoving my tongue into my bottom lip.
Yeah, I'm like, why am I doing that?
I freaking shaved down one side of the Invisalign that was bothering me. Now the front piece is bothering me. Anyway, I wanted to say that I just got the same spam text from 3 different numbers.
Yeah, they're out right now.
All at different times. But it's just all different numbers. Good day. I am Juan, an HR manager. May I share a role with you? That's the text I got. I got it 4 times.
Mm-hmm. I got that yesterday too.
Like, they got to clean that up. I have never gotten more spam and trap text messages than I have in like the last 6 months.
Yeah, and I go immediately report.
Endless.
Report and delete.
Yeah. But
And they come back.
Endless.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting the ones about
The Easy Pass.
Easy Pass.
Yeah, me too. And you don't have one.
I don't have a car.
I know it's not real.
Yeah.
But sometimes I go and check my Easy Pass account.
Yeah. And
to make sure.
You do also have to like, I look at it and then I just look at the number that sent it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
there's no way.
I'm like, wow, ZH45936957890 at iCloud.com is probably not the one sending this to me.
I forgot what it was last week, but I got a text sent to me that I thought was real, but we were about to record. So I said, let me answer this. Let me look at this after.
Yeah.
And as we were recording in my head, I was like, thank God, that's definitely a fucking scam. And I looked again, I was like, that's a scam.
Yeah.
Thank God you didn't click it when it happened. Like you had a little thought process, a little time in between to react to this because that's obviously a scam.
They do be fishing.
They do. And they get you sometimes
fishing.
when you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
And you're in a rush or something, you're trying to get shit done.
Well,
they send you a
think
text.
about these poor older folk.
Oh, yeah.
That don't know.
Oh,
and they give them all their information.
Oh, people in my family have gotten got.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody knows the laptop story. I got once.
Well, now with AI, it's like impossible to even.
No, it looks so real.
That's what I'm saying. Like even like voices and everything.
Yeah.
Like, I would get got, and not
No,
even
it's
just like
crazy.
old people.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
And then I ignore actual important calls
Yeah.
because they think they're spam.
Yep.
And then they have to call me like 3 times and leave multiple voicemails for me to believe it's real.
100%. My bank called me the other day and I was like, is this actually my bank?
I had the same thing happen.
I was like, I'm worried that this is not actually my bank. They're saying it's my bank, but I feel like it's not my bank.
Fran,
Yeah.
the same thing happened.
Yeah.
Listen to the voicemail. They knew everything. They were reciting everything to me. I thought, no.
Yeah.
And then I had an email too, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
This is all now.
It's crazy.
It's all coming together.
It's crazy.
But I thought it was a scam.
I know.
Be on the lookout, everybody.
Yeah, just be diligent.
Yeah.
Don't be giving your information to anybody unless you triple check.
Exactly.
It's a good PSA to
It was.
to end the episode.
To end the topics. There you go, everybody.
Headed to the weekend. Don't get scammed, folks.
Uh-huh. With the Truly Getaway Pack, each sip is your ticket to an exotic escape. Take a trip with Truly this spring. With the 4 exotic flavors inspired by drinks from around the world, you have Arctic Berry, Mountain Paradise, Rainforest Retreat, and Tropic Like It's Hot. It's only available for a limited time, and you can get it while you can. Still only 100 calories, 1 gram of sugar, and 5% alcohol. Don't miss out on the Truly Getaway Pack with all these delicious flavors. My personal favorite is the Mountain Paradise, but the other 3 flavors are obviously delicious as well. So you can find the Getaway Pack at a store near you or visit www.trulyhardseltzer.com. Once again, don't miss out on this little getaway pack and take a little exotic escape with Truly. Find the Getaway Pack at a store near you or visit www.trulyhardseltzer.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This is game number 169, and we are joined by Nicole and Julia. This was a little birthday surprise for Julia, although her birthday was in July 2024. And now we're almost in July 2025. So it's like, an early birthday / late birthday present. There you go.
We've been looking forward to this all year.
Yeah. We're almost in July now. But thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
We are excited. We do have a little bit of PTSD from our last game of being pranked by Noah.
Oh my gosh.
We have an April Fool's hangover going on.
We haven't played since then. So if you guys get the Rotten Tomato score spot on,
I'm out of here.
No, Ria and I are really gonna be on. Ria and I are gonna be on edge.
If you get it, I'm throwing my headphones off. I'm running out. Listen, I'm about to be very competitive. If you guys start getting everything right.
Do you guys think that you could have put on that acting performance last week? Because you weren't too far off of April Fool's.
I know. Yeah,
could've been
definitely.
It could have been you, but now we have a real game to play. So let's get into it.
Yeah, we had to reschedule those poor girls. They didn't get a chance to play a real game. Okay, so 15 questions. If you get the question right, you get the point. If you get it wrong, the other team can steal the point. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. To determine who goes first, Noah's going to give us a movie. We're going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes critic score of that movie. Whoever is closest you will get to go first, and everyone will get their own individual guess. We'll alternate between teams for guesses. So, Noah, what is today's movie?
Today's movie is Grease.
Grease.
A classic.
Yep.
Oh.
All right, so one of you guys guess first.
All right, I will go 84.
April Fool.
No, I seriously took a long pause. I will go 93.
I'm gonna go 89.
I think it's going to be lower. I'm going to say 67.
One off, 66.
Nice.
Hey.
So close, so close.
Such a classic.
Yeah.
All right, question number 1 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Abby from Connecticut. In the beginning of the movie Hairspray, what does Tracy's teacher threaten to write her up for?
Threatened to write her up.
Is it gum?
15 seconds.
Maybe?
Chewing gum?
Or is that Amanda Bynes was always chewing gum?
Right.
But maybe?
We'll
5
just say
seconds.
chewing
Yeah.
gum.
Incorrect. To Nicole and Julia.
She like puts lipstick on or something. Maybe. I like that.
I can't remember. Or using hairspray.
I like the makeup. I think.
All right, putting
Putting on
lipstick.
makeup. Putting on lipstick.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
Is it dancing?
No, it's inappropriate hair height.
Inappropriate.
Her hair was
Her
blocking
hair
the
was
guy
blocking
behind
the.
her.
Yep.
Duh.
Yep. And
Because
he's
of
like,
hair.
yeah. And the guy's like, she's doing it again. Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm disappointed in us.
Yeah.
A hairspray question? We should
Right.
absolutely know that.
I know.
Okay. Question number 2 to Nicole and Julia. Shout out Rachel from Palm Beach, Florida. Fill in the year for Justin Bieber's Beauty and a Beat song. We gonna party like it's blank tonight.
Oh,
I
3012.
feel like it's third.
3012. 3012. Final answer.
Correct.
Gonna
On the board, we did it.
30, 12 tonight.
Wow, you guys are really
That's a
selling it
January.
right now.
April Fools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 1-0. Nicole and Julia. Question number 3 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Hannah from New Orleans. In Wicked, animals are losing the ability to speak. What type of animal is Elphaba in Glinda's Professor Dr. Dillamond?
He's a goat.
Yes.
Yeah. Billy goat.
Goat.
Big goat with
Correct.
the horns. Goat, final answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, tied up at 1. Question number 4 to Nicole and Julia. Shout out Sophie and Jacob from Cleveland, Ohio. Who plays Sam's mom on iCarly? What actress?
Sam's mom.
They had parents?
Right?
No, well, he lives across the hall. She was. Is it that lady that was with R.I.P. Michelle Trachtenberg in the Ice
15
Princess
seconds.
movie? What's her name?
I don't know. Jean Smart is coming to my mind for some reason. She just kind of looks like Sam.
I can't say
I don't
her
know.
5 seconds.
Say it.
Jean Smart. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Is it Allison Janney?
Ooh. I like that. I like that. Is it just because she plays a mom on that show with Anna Faris?
Called Mom.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. I like that guess.
Okay,
Though.
let's go Allison Janney.
Yeah.
Incorrect. Jane Lynch.
You know
you know-
what? It's same
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but different.
Same
So
vibe,
close.
yeah.
So close.
Tied up at 1 still. Question number 5 to Ria and Fran. Shout out Sheba from Bentonville, Arkansas. What actress is in the following 3 movies? Legally Blonde, Daddy's Home 2, A Simple Favor.
What actress?
Yeah.
Legally Blonde. A Simple Favor?
I can't. Yeah, and Daddy's Home too.
Daddy's Home too?
Yeah, I can't think of
Oh,
any other
Christ.
actress besides Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the cast of Legally Blonde.
And all I can think of is Reese Witherspoon.
Right.
10 seconds.
What's the actress's name that plays the Is it
5.
Linda Cardellini?
Sure.
Linda Cardellini, final answer.
Correct.
Nice.
Oh, baby.
There
I
we
pictured
go.
her sitting on the sand with her curly hair. I
Nice.
said, she might be in all these
Yeah.
other movies.
All right, 2-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 6 to Nicole and Julia. Shout out Jordan from Chicago. What actor did Angelina Jolie wear matching vials of blood with?
I have no idea.
I thought Megan Fox did that.
She probably did.
She copied Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
Angelina did it first.
Yeah.
15
I don't know.
seconds.
I feel like Brad Pitt's way
Yeah.
too obvious, but
Yeah. Brad Pitt. Final answer.
Incorrect.
Billy Bob
I
Thornton.
was going to say Billy Bob Thornton, right?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct. Did you ever see the interview of them on the red carpet
Yes.
when they're like, that was it's
Yeah.
crazy.
She spent a long time getting rid of that tattoo of him that she had too, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 3-1, Ria and Fran.
What a couple.
Question number 7 to them. Shout out Jordan from Chicago again. Which actress narrates the Barbie movie?
Helen Mirren? It's an older British
Yes.
voice, is it not?
Yes. Go
Dame
with
Judi Dench?
your, I don't know.
Ooh.
15 seconds.
I
Go
think
with your
maybe
gut.
Helen Mirren. That
Yeah,
was the
go-
first one.
Go with your gut there.
Yeah. Helen Mirren, final answer.
Correct.
Nice. Ooh, thank God. I almost said
Thank
Kristen Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did think of that too.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
4-1, Ria and Fran. Question number 8 to Nicole and Julia. Shout out Jordan from Chicago for the 3rd time in a row. Name the 3 locations each of the 3 White Lotus seasons have been located in.
The first
Hawaii.
one is Hawaii.
Italy.
The second one is Sicily. And the third was Thailand. Final answer.
Correct. What?
Ooh.
Just
No comment.
no
What?
comment.
There's been on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're easing back.
I was
after
gonna
the
say I
April
think
Fools
Noah
game.
felt so bad about last week. He's given us some he's given us some
Those
layups.
are some layups. That was a layup question.
Okay.
Same with the goat wicked question
Yeah.
though. So
Take the layups.
Yeah.
yeah.
4-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 9 to them. Shout out Morgan and Noah from Kansas City.
Nice.
In 17 again, what is the teacher passing around when Zac Efron's character gets into a fight with another student?
Condoms. Final answer.
Correct.
I'd also put that as a layup question
You
too.
think- but
yeah.
you say that because you know it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's true.
It's just because we
Don't
watched
think I
that
ever-
movie a million
Yeah.
times.
Did you guys know that?
No.
I haven't seen that in years.
I think
Okay.
I've seen 17 again 50 times.
Yeah.
5-2.
Everybody can get strong at Planet Fitness. They have a high value membership that supports any fitness journey, and it can start as low as $15 a month. There are over 2,700 club locations, with most clubs open 24 hours. They have some of the best in class equipment. They have the same high quality equipment as other more expensive gyms. You can do full workout, strength training, cardio, stretching. Plus, they have brand new plate-loaded machines, hack squat, supine bench, and calf raises. Their staff is very friendly, welcoming. You can also work with unlimited free fitness training. Tons of different things you can do with your Planet Fitness membership. Whether you're just trying to get back into working out or you're trying to switch it up, Planet Fitness has everything you need to get your fitness journey on track and make it easy and fun to just head into a studio and do. We're all strong on this planet. Join today in club, online, or in the free Planet Fitness app. Hours, amenities, and offers vary by club. Check out planetfitness.com or stop by your local club for more information. You must be 18 or older to enroll, or 13 to 17 with a parent/guardian.
This is question number 10 to Nicole and Julia. I'm going to play a movie clip, and you tell me what movie it's from.
Do you have real feelings?
Of course I have real feelings.
For what?
For you! And And believe me, I did not want that because I had a good life before you. Well, not good, but it was okay. Well, it was empty, actually, but at least I was blissfully unaware of how miserable I was, whereas now...
Like the Sex and the City movie. That's Sarah Jessica Parker, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's Sex and the
Is
City.
it called Sex and the City?
I don't know what the movie's called. Sex and the City, the movie?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know what else it could be.
Sex and the City, the movie?
Final answer.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Okay, so what's the movie with Matthew
Is it
McConaughey?
Failure to Launch?
Yes, it's Failure to Launch.
I think it's Failure to Launch.
Yes.
Yeah, Failure to Launch. Final answer.
Correct.
Not a Disney movie.
She sounds like a Disney princess.
She does.
She really
And the
does.
music,
Whimsical.
too.
The music, yeah.
Okay, 6-2, Ria and Fran. Question number 11 to them. Shout out Julie from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. On the Jersey Shore, Vinny gets a chest tattoo. What does it say?
This is all you.
I have no idea.
I have no clue. Mom in a heart.
Yeah, literally, though.
Food.
La
friends,
Familia.
family. Yeah.
I'll go with La Familia.
Incorrect.
Remember the episode that he did it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I was gonna say Familia.
Yeah. What else is in Italian? La Dolce Vita.
Guido?
Yeah.
10 seconds.
She said La Familia. Maybe it's just Familia?
Try it.
Familia? Final answer?
Incorrect. Let go, let God.
Oh,
Classic.
Nice.
It's huge. I looked it
Nice.
up. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 12 to Nicole and Julia. It's 6-2, Ria and Fran. Shout out Annie from Kansas City, Missouri. In the series finale of Hannah Montana, what college do Miley and Lily end up attending?
Pepperdine?
That's what comes to my mind. But is that
That's
just what they
Zoe
shot? So we went
That's
on.
UCLA? If it's Pepperdine,
I know, right? Should we just say Pepperdine then?
UCLA, final answer. Oh, I switched it up.
Incorrect.
Say USC Santa Barbara?
I have no clue. Is it a real school that they go to? Is it in California?
I
or
think
do they
it's
go
Santa
somewhere else?
Barbara.
Okay. UC Santa Barbara?
Is it not USC Santa Barbara?
UC Santa Barbara.
Oh, then that doesn't sound right to me.
Oh.
But maybe it is.
10 seconds.
Can we just say Santa Barbara?
We could.
Okay. Santa Barbara.
Incorrect. Stanford.
Oh. Stanford.
Good for them.
You know what? I know you're not going to believe me that Stanford popped into my brain, but in my mind I was like, those two aren't going to Stanford.
I just kept hearing an S.
Yeah.
Okay. Question number 13 to Ria and Fran. They're up 6-2. Shout out Annie from Chicago. What number season of Friends is this? A coworker eats Ross's sandwich. Phoebe moves in with Gary. Joey thinks he's in love with Monica.
So this is one of the earlier ones, right?
Yeah.
In the 2 to 4 range, maybe.
Fifteen seconds.
Gary. Yeah, let's go season 3.
3? I was kind of thinking
All right,
3.
let's go season 3.
Incorrect.
Yeah, no
Oh,
shit.
Nicole, Julia.
It's definitely earlier on.
Is it 2?
I think that's too early.
Okay.
Joey thinks he's in love with... He's gonna go 4. How many seasons are there? 7?
There's 10.
Oh, there's 10?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Maybe 5? Season 4 or 5?
4 or 5. I think 4 is my lucky number.
Well, 4. 4. Final answer.
Incorrect. It's 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right
I'm
before
I
Monica
was a
and
little bit
Chandler.
late. Yeah, right in that.
Okay.
Right in the middle.
Yep.
6-2 Ria and Fran. We got 2 left. This is to Nicole and Julia. Shout out Abby from Connecticut. In The Office, what Broadway song does the cast sing their own version of to Michael during his last episode?
It's a movie. Oh.
When I listen to this, I usually pause the show so I can think about the answer, and I give myself an extra 5 minutes.
What's the show that he was at?
15 seconds.
Show me.
I don't know. What show Andy was on?
Yeah, he was an actor in it. I have no idea.
We'll just name what's a big musical?
5 seconds.
Rent. Final answer. I don't know.
I need the song title.
Oh, sorry.
But to Ria and Fran.
Damn, I think it is Rent. But I think it's Season of Love. That's the name of the song, right? Season of Love.
My guess was going to be Memories by Cat and Cats. So
I
think it's Rent.
15 seconds.
Season of Love. Final answer.
Seasons of Love.
Seasons
correct,
of Love.
correct.
Wow.
Because
There we
they
go.
do the number like how many days he's worked there.
525,000.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That's all.
Yes. Okay. I forgot that was the song.
That was a group effort between all 4.
Yes, it was. It really was.
Okay, 7-2, final question to Ria and Fran. Shout out Jordan from Chicago. Debbie Ryan is married to the drummer of what band?
Shit.
Huh?
Good for her.
Yeah. That's news to us.
Debbie Ryan is married to the drummer of... I don't know. I'm only emo bands are coming to
Fall
my
Out
mind.
Boy?
15 seconds.
Like My Chemical Romance or Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco.
Do we like Panic at the Disco? Fall Out Boy is a good option too.
5 seconds.
Literally any of them.
Fall Out Boy, final answer.
Incorrect.
It's gotta be one of those.
Good Charlotte. What's the one that Sophia Richie's connected to? Good Charlotte.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
No.
Green Day.
Sure.
Green Day. Final answer.
Incorrect. I feel like they're a little old for her.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
21 Pilots.
Oh, 21 Pilots.
okay.
All right,
So
same
Maybe,
world,
maybe
same
we
realm.
could have got there
Same
eventually.
realm. Yeah.
Yeah. Final score 7-2, Ria and Fran.
Damn. Well, what a comeback from last week, huh?
Seriously.
Who would have thought we could ever come back from that?
Seriously.
Well, thank you guys. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for playing. We really appreciate it. And even though
Happy belated and happy
Yes,
early birthday.
yes, we're
All
right there in the
combined.
sweet spot
You know?
of belated and early. But thank you guys so much. And you guys still get merch. So just know your address and sizes and we'll get that sent to you. But it was so nice meeting you guys. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Hi.
All right, that wraps up today's episode for the best show on earth. Is it still sticking?
I think so.
Is it still sticking? I haven't heard anybody say it recently.
Yeah.
It's the
We
best
gotta
show on
start
earth.
throwing it in the intro, I
You're
think.
right. Friday Energy on a Friday from the best show on earth.
Yeah, from the
Yeah,
best show.
because at the end,
I almost
maybe
said the last show on earth.
the last show. We will be the last show standing.
The last
the best show on earth. Yes, please, guys. If it's sticking, let me know. And if it's not, then also let me know. Am I
Yeah.
saying it for no reason? It's the best show on earth. We love you guys. Have an amazing weekend. I'll talk to you on Monday.